Okay. So
सर इस क्लास में आपका फायदा है, आपको किसी के डेस्क पे नहीं जाके काम करना पड़ेगा.
now, can all of you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, please listen carefully. We are going to solve a paper. Okay, so you will come over here in you will be doing this afterwards, and you have to submit on sirsaim.com. So I just want all of you to sit down quietly. Come to mrsaim.com. Coming to activities, and hold on. Just log in. Web authoring. The lecture is being recorded as well, so there will be no excuse that I was not able to do it. You can watch the lecture and you submit me till evening.
सर मेरा मिल गया था आपको.
जी बेटा मैं मिल गया था मुझे जिनका मिल गया था.
सर बस मुझे एंकर में और हाइपरलिंक में थोड़ा सा मसला था.
जी
बाकी
बेटा ये लेसन सुन लो आपको समझ आ जाएगी. So please start listening. We are going to solve this one. This actually is not an activity. It's a past paper. It's March 2016. We are going to create it's a bit different. Okay, Rafi, we have not done this one, right? ऐसा पेपर नहीं किया हुआ ना?
यस सर.
No, sir.
Please, okay, all of you, please quiet. The lecture is being recorded, so you can view it afterwards. There will be no question. There's a big advantage to it. Okay. So you have to create a web page which will be known as M16CP. Whenever you do that, you have to make sure that all your work is saved in this file. Okay, it's saved over here. So first of all, what I'll do is I will make sure this is the path that I have, and I have to save it as M16. So here we go. Open up Dreamweaver. Hopefully everyone has Dreamweaver now. Come into HTML. Okay. For this particular paper, I will be working in the split, not the design, the split. Okay, I'll tell you why. File, save as, and I will be saving it where? This was named as October Web Assessment. Here we go. I'm saving it over here by m16.html. Done, saved. Right? So step by step I'm doing it, so there's no problem. Now, this web page must work in all browsers and will have a table structure as shown below. So you can see over here is that this is of 11 marks, as you can see. A lot of marks. Table borders must not appear. This means table border will be set to 0 in this case. We'll set to 0. 11 marks, I'm telling you, is a lot. Now, the reason why 11 marks is because this task requires some effort. It's not that you will just set the dimension that will be done. So let me discuss this first with you today. It's a very important point. So you can see over here is 1, 2, 3 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see over here is I have 6 rows and I have is 3 columns. Any confusion with that? Is that clear?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we need to have, this is the reason why we started with HTML coding, because HTML coding will be required over here. So what we'll do is we'll simply go into table and we'll add over here 6 rows and 3 columns. Exactly, very good. And I'll just press OK. Once I have this, I will just extend it to a bit so that I can see it entirely. Now I will adjust this. You can see B is basically a combination of these two. Okay.
Can you slow down a bit? Your screen you're presenting is lagging a bit.
My
Sir, would you review it?
Yes, sir.
What you have done, because sir, I'm 3 minutes late only.
No, I've not done much. I'm just solving a paper. This particular paper is on my website. It's in activities and web activity 2. Okay, I'm solving it. All I did was I just go back. All I did was I simply saved this file as Rafi. I'll go slow. Don't worry. I saved it as m16.html. I'll go slow so that all of you can listen. Right. Clear? Any problem?
No, sir.
No.
Now,
No, sir.
I'll do it slowly because if it's lagging. I'll click on table. 6 rows, 3 column. Press OK. I will increase the size of this. Next, I want to set up exactly like this. So this means B has to be made a cell by merging these two. What I mean, I need to merge these two in order to make B, as you can see. You do know if you open up the properties, the Windows properties, if you open up, you can see over here, if you follow my cursor, you have this merge selected cells using spans. I'm doing it slow so that there is no excuse, and it's being recorded as well. You can view it again. So I can merge this. One. Next, what else do I have to merge? The last one. I have to merge this K in order to create K. So I select the last
Sir,
three.
yeah.
Yes?
Sir, is this HTML or CSS?
No, but it's HTML. If you read the question, create, look, the web page called this.htm. We have to be very careful when we read the questions, please, okay? So you can see over here, right? We're creating an HTML. And secondly, the answer to your question is, my dear, is that whenever you add a content to a page is added in HTML. Why do we use CSS? We use CSS to design the structure, the layout.
So
Okay?
the presentation layer is the CSS one.
Exactly. Presentation is a CSS one. Right? So,
Sir, how
I'll
do we get to know that we have to merge our tables?
beta, listen. Once I made this, um, I can make a simple table. If I want the last row to be in this way, it means the last row is spanning. This is known
Okay, sir.
as
Yeah. Okay.
I hope you get it. We call this as column spanning. You see, my last
These
row
are call
spans
spam.
one, two, three columns. Can you see that? My this cell, this A cell, is spanning into one, two, three, four, five rows. This is spanning into five rows. I hope you got the answer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
in order to make a
Yes, sir.
structure exactly like this one, you will be merging. So I select this one and I click on merge. Last, what do I have to do? How do I make A?
Sir, you will merge the first five.
So
First
you
four.
will merge the first column,
Excellent.
Sir,
three,
first row
all
of
the
all
rows.
five.
A merge for file. Excellent. So I'll select these and I'm going to merge. So we've been able to make this. Don't be so happy. We have not done much. The story begins. Now the
पर
important
हमारे लिए तो काम
yeah,
नहीं है ना.
exactly, because setting these dimensions is important. Now these dimensions are what? This is the width and that's the height. Obviously you can see width kitni hai and height is lot. This is also the width 600 and that's the height. So all of these are width into height. Agree with me? Yes or no? All these are
Yes,
width
Yes,
into height.
yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अगर पूरे टेबल को सिलेक्ट कर लें और हम लोग उनकी हाइट डायरेक्टली 1000
नहीं
और
बेटा
बाय
देखो
कर दें सर,
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि राफे मैं आपको दोबारा कह रहा हूँ 11 मार्क्स एक रीजन के हैं. If this procedure was supposed to be done on click of a go, examiner will not give you 11 marks. You get the point. Examiner
Yes, sir.
puts you into a bit of trouble to give you 11 marks. There are some technicalities. Examiner knows the point that this particular point cannot be done easily directly in Dreamweaver, so you have to do it manually. This means you need to have is HTML coding. It's not very tough. It's very easy. It's very easy. Just listen to what I'm saying. You'll get the point. Okay?
Sir,
Till yes.
sir,
Any
while
problems?
applying the dimensions, if one dimension is already according to our size and we do not want to change it, and but still we have to apply the W is equal to and H is equal
Yes,
to.
we have to. I'll show you. Listen. Right now, none of the dimensions according. I have not defined in any like this is my TD. In this TD, have I defined the width and the height? No. This is my
No.
next TD. Have I defined the width and the height? Have I defined the width and
No.
the height? Have I defined? I have not defined the width and the height anywhere. I think so. Some of you do get the answer right now. Some of you do know what I'm going to do. Is that in every cell, you can see I can go to every cell. If I can go to every cell, I can define the width and the height over here. So starting from here, all I have to do is I have to type width, height. Well, let me just copy this. Why? I just want to like save time typing. So here we go. Control V. As you know, this cell will be 300 by 1000. So I'll make this exactly 300, and I'm going to make this as 1000.
तो सर आप
And if
नीचे से कर लेते हैं
sorry, मैं बेटा
आप
मैं उस
सर हम नीचे
wait, hold your horses. Okay. Uh, नीचे से अगर आप करोगे, you have the chances of error. Do the way I'm doing. Okay, you have to do it in coding. मैं दोबारा कह रहा हूँ, नीचे से प्रॉब्लम कभी आ सकता है, इसलिए I would not recommend you doing that. Okay, at times when you do it, आपको feel होगा सही है, मगर then might be problem. This is not tough at all. Don't worry, we'll just be done. B होगा 600 by 200. So here come, and where are you? I'm here. So if I would have studied the cell properly, मुझे आराम से बता जाता था क्या है. This is. I hope there is no confusion till here. So I have, sorry, it's not 500. It's 600 by 200. Please keep on telling me if it's right. By 200. Was that the case? Yes. Next one, we have this cell, this cell. So these two cells will be 300 by 300. So pretty easy. We'll just come here. We'll make this. Yeah. You might think this is lengthy work, but it's not, because I'm sure my coding is correct. And if my coding is correct, I get full marks. But something goes wrong in my coding because coding is checked by the examiner. So here we go. Control V. I get this again. Don't get worried that it's not implementing here. Okay, it is. I'll just show you what happens. Then we have now remember the next row is 300 by 100, then 300 by 300, then 300 by 100. So next row is 300 by 100. So this particular row is what? I'll just change it. Here we go. 300 by 100, 300 by 100. This is again 300 by 300. This again is 300 by 300. And next, this one is what? Oh, I'm sorry, I just copied the entire thing. We'll see.
सर
Now,
इसको ज्यादा क्लीन करने के लिए हम आईडीज भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
absolutely. Control V and Control V. Right? Get the point? Right?
Yes, sir.
Now what we have is, okay, any problem? I have defined this, I have defined this, I have defined this, this, and this. And last is K. K is 900 by 80. So the last one that I have is K, which was the last TD. This was supposed to be 900 by simply 80, not 70, 80. So yes, I have defined all these. Anyone has a problem till now?
Sir, like how we know that which line or column it belongs to the when we type in the coding?
But I was just doing it right now. See over here. Where am I right now? Click inside the TD. Where are you right now? Where are you right now? Where are you right now?
Oh, okay, sir.
Where am I right now? Yes or no? You know, the first lecture we had in June upstairs, I started with HTML table. You know the reason why I did that? Do you see the
Uh,
sequence we went in?
Sir, I wasn't at that moment.
Okay. No problem. But I've been emphasizing on tables a lot. You get the point? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir, I
Okay,
have a
so
question.
yeah, sure. I'll wait.
सर अगर आप जिस तरह आखिरी वाले सेल पर हैं और आपने
Hmm.
एक एक लेफ्ट वाले सेल की आपने डिफाइन कर दी है कि ये डायमेंशन हैं और जो
ठीक
दूसरा
है।
वाला सेल है उसके साथ वाला वो ऑटोमेटिकली सही हो गया है, तो उसकी
हम्म,
डायमेंशंस डिफाइन करना जरूरी है।
नहीं बेटा, आप नहीं, यू हैव टू डिफाइन। कोडिंग में डायमेंशन हैव टू बी व्हाट दे शुड बी। आप फिजिकली देख के नहीं बता सकते। मैं बार बार कह रहा हूं,
ठीक
एग्जामिनर इज गोइंग टू चेक योर कोडिंग, यू विल बी मार्क्ड फॉर दीज थिंग्स, यू सी दीज, you see these, you're going to
है।
be
यस सर।
marked 1 mark for this. These 11 marks that you have, let's have a look at this. Okay, you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Do you see what I'm saying is, you
यस
have
सर।
1 mark for everything, you have 11 cells and you get 11 marks. Are you realizing the point?
यस सर।
Yes.
So I'm again emphasizing on this point. But you know what? Don't be so happy. We are not done yet. Because if I preview this in Chrome right now, this is not what I wanted. I don't see this being 300 by. No, it's not. I'll tell you why. Not a big problem. I want to discuss why is this happening. The reason why it's happening is because my table tag has been defined with the width and the height. So I'm contradicting my statement. What I'm saying is I want the table width to be 510, but then I'm saying over here is that my width should be 300 by 600. How can I fit 900 in 510? Well, the point is, if I'm defining the size of my cells, this means I do not have to define the size in the table tag. Do you get my point?
यस सर।
This means I'll delete this. This means I will delete the table width and the height. Because I am defining the width and the height of every cell, and my entire table is now made up of different cells. That's it. Now,
Sir,
if, if I preview this now, you see my table has been made perfectly 11 out of 11. You
sir,
get my point? Yes.
सर अगर आप वो डॉक्यूमेंट में फिर जाएं और हर सेल की अगर हम विड्थ और हाइट ऐड कर कर वो कर दें टेबल साइज।
बेटा वो मैंने कहा था, आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा, वहां जाके एट टाइम्स काम नहीं करता. And secondly, the reason why I will insist on doing encoding at times will be, I did tell you before कि P1 में you get question of HTML as well of 8 marks. सिर्फ theory की बात कर रहा हूँ, theory में. So theory में if you are getting coding का question and if you know coding, you're getting 8 marks from there as well. You get my point? So again, my emphasis is, if this was supposed to be done by click and go, why is the examiner giving you 11 marks? Because there can be some issue. But I don't think so there's any issue in this. 11 marks a question, if you can even do it in 15 minutes, I don't think so. Even in 20 minutes, no one will take 20 minutes doing this. Do you think so? Is this a very tedious task?
No, sir, but sir, I'm
नहीं सर.
finding some problems to download Dreamweaver, sir. I also texted you last night.
Still you have a problem, Dreamweaver? No,
Yes,
no.
sir, sir. If you can give me
ऐसे
5 minutes, I can share my screen and sir, then
जी
can
सर मुझे भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा
you
है, मैंने
can
आपको मैसेज
tell me
किया
the
था।
problem.
नहीं 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 बेटा, बात सुनो. अभी नहीं, आफ्टर द क्लास इन द इवनिंग आप मुझे प्राइवेटली प्लीज मैसेज करो, नॉट ड्यूरिंग द क्लास. Privately, I will deal with you, inshallah. Today evening, today night, I will deal with all of you. We have to finish this thing now.
Thank you. Okay, sir.
यस
Okay.
सर।
Okay, privately. जिनका रह गया, please
यस
do
सर।
it, because let me tell you something. Thursday ko I solve another paper, and inshallah, when school opens up, I need to take your assessment of this. We have prolonged it a lot. We have to start a next module. So I'm solving another paper on Thursday with you guys. Okay? And I will give you for homework 2 papers to do, and I will share the video of those papers with you as well. So overall, we have done 5 to 6 papers. That's quite enough. You get my point.
यस सर।
जी सर।
After 5 6 papers and lot of practice, we will be in a position that I can take your test. So this Thursday ke baad, I'm taking your test. Anyway, can we now continue? Can I continue now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes sir.
Again I'm repeating till here. I hope there is no problem. It's clear, right?
यस सर। आई हैव अ
Yes,
क्वेश्चन।
beta.
जी
जी
सर।
बोलो.
Sir, if the examiner only wants the coding, then we can also define the dimensions from the properties bar.
Yes, you can. But you have, again I'll repeat is, I would
लेकिन
advise
सर
you,
ड्रीम वीवर यूज करना बेहतर है.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि I would suggest you के learn the coding. You should know the coding what's going on, and if you do it from the front end, I could have taught you that, but it can end up with some problem, and I don't want that. I would always like you not losing a single mark. So do the way Mr. Saim is doing. I'm telling you, okay? इसमें कोई मुश्किल तो नहीं है, आसान था बहुत. Okay, why are you
जी
worried
सर
about
आसान
it? It's a very easy
जी
way.
बस सर वैसे
जी ठीक है. Point number 2.
जी सर
हमने point number 1 कर लिया, so we have achieved 11 marks. Okay. Place in cell A the image logo.jpg. Abhi listen carefully. So I can come now back to the design because my coding is done. I don't have to worry about it. So I'll click on this and I'll click on image. And if you have saved your file, now please listen to this carefully. I've repeatedly talked about this again and again, that your HTML file that initially that you had to save, this has to be saved in the folder that was provided in the exam. So the supporting file folder that is given to you, all your work should be saved over there. Repeatedly I've told you that. If any one of you does not do that, this can create
सर
problem. Yes.
सर टेबल बॉर्डर 0 नहीं करना था.
जी बेटा मैं कर देता हूँ मगर आपको ये पॉइंट बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है, सुन रहे हो ना? एवरीथिंग शुड बी इन द फोल्डर. जी आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा है, इसको हम कर देंगे 0. एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. ठीक है. नाउ we have to place logo here, so I'll click on image, and since my HTML file is saved in the same folder where the supporting file is, I locate over here is MS16 logo. Press OK. This is the alternate text. Okay, I can call this as the logo. I can just name it the logo. You know why do we have the alternate text?
लेकिन इसमें कोई इंस्ट्रक्ट नहीं किया
सर कि
Exactly.
अगर इमेज ना लोड करे तो वो आ जाएगा ऑल्टरनेट टेस्ट.
Alternate text आ जाएगा. Maybe
लेकिन
the
कोई टाइम नहीं
website, maybe the website has a corrupted image due to some reason. Maybe the internet speed is very slow. Due to any reason, if the image is not being loaded on the page, there should be an alternate to the image text available telling the user that what this image is. Okay, so that user can be guided. Okay, so here we go. We added this. Now, please listen to this carefully. Once I added this, everything is fine. If everything would have gone wrong, there is another way. Don't try adjusting the table. Be careful, I'm telling you. Don't click and if you're just a table now, you will be changing the dimensions. Are you following me?
यस सर
The maximum you can do is the maximum you
So your voice is lagging.
do is you click on the border,
आवाज बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रही.
Sir, your voice is lagging.
click on the border and double click. Once I double click, you see what happened?
सर आपकी आवाज लैग
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही. सर आपकी आवाज कट रही है, बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही.
Okay. Is it okay now?
नहीं सर.
Just one second. Is it okay now?
यस सर
It should be okay now. Okay, it should
Yes,
be okay
sir.
now. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, all you have to do is you have to click on the border and double click if the adjustment of the table is not accordingly. You will not change the. I will not do it. इसको आपने change नहीं करना. ना expand करना ना कम करना है. Because the size of the cell will change. हमने वो काम नहीं करना. Can you hear me now clearly, Rafid? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Good. Good. Can I continue? Any problem with this?
No,
Right?
sir.
No sir.
Okay. So we done this point. Oh, we got one more mark. Good. Enter in cell B the text we design, create, build, furnish, sell, or rent, and set this text as H1. So B mein we write is, where is B? B. I mean, obviously you should know where B is. You will be have a printout of it. B ye wala cell tha. So B mein we have to write is this. We design blah.
सर कॉपी पेस्ट कर लें.
Yeah, well, that was an image actually. That's why. and I will set this as H1. Any problemo? Yes or no?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Right? So we done this as well. Point number 4. Use the most appropriate image from these images, 16, image 1 till image 8, in place in cell. CDGH. So in CDGH, which means is uh, CD, the one we have is 300 by 300, okay? Not the 300 by 100. We have to place CD relevant images. Now, what do they mean relevant images? Just wait, I'll tell you. So, hold on. C,
Sir,
in C, yes, yes.
do we have to write the dimensions like they're written in the box, like cell A 600 by 300 जैसे उसमें लिखा हुआ है?
No, no, no. Beta, I did mention this. The letters shown in the table must not appear on your final web page.
What about sir numbers हैं?
No, beta, numbers, dimensions, my dear, they are just dimensions.
अच्छा,
They are just a
Pixels
dimension.
है.
अच्छा
For God's sake, was this a confusion?
no, no.
फिर यार ठीक हो ना तबीयत ठीक?
I mean, should this have been even a question? I'm sorry to say that. What the hell I've been doing since now? I've been setting the dimensions, yes or no. Yes or no. What were these?
मुझे ये
Yes,
तो पता है
sir,
कि आप वही
dimension
dimension set करें. मुझे
नहीं.
ये पता है.
यार ये देखो.
यार शरीफ बंदे हो यार, क्या कर रहे हो?
ये देखो, each table cell is identified with a letter. I mean, he's telling you this is the K cell and all the dimensions in pixels. How more can the examiner clarify it, my dear?
अच्छा सर, सॉरी. लेकिन
I
मुझे
mean,
और तो सब समझ आ, सब डायमेंशंस को आप कर रहे हैं.
Yeah. इसका
आप
मतलब
क्या-
was this sharing?
रेशियो होता है ना यार, रेशियो पढ़ा है कभी? रेशियो
Yeah, I know, but the point is, I know. Let's not start. Point here, let's read the question carefully, please. Can we do that next time? Read the question carefully. Okay. So it's your right. You can ask me a question. Absolutely. Now, can I do this part? So in cell D, C, D, G, we have in C. I have to place the image of a plot of land for sale. Now this is a bit ridiculous, but we have to do it. So in C, I have to place is this is obviously the one. Okay, you can see there is no other image that has a plot of land. Yes or no? Agree?
Yes, sir.
It's written for sale. Can you see that? For sale. For sale. So here we go. Done. See how exactly it fits in, because the image was 300 by 300 as well. And D, the image of a builder making a wall. Well, over here, image of a builder. You see this person? He's making a wall.
Yes,
With
sir.
this. With this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right? They're making a wall. Okay. Next. We don't have to place anything here. We have to place here. These two. Remember?
सर अगर कभी ऐसी कोई जगह आ जाए जहाँ पे हमें समझ ना आए कि कौन सी तस्वीर लगाएं तो फिर क्या करें?
अच्छा, ये मैं आपको let me describe that. After this paper, 2017 में, I was one of the contributor who did talk to the examiner that please don't try to make it very not clear for the students, because it's not a thinking skill thing. Students can get confused. So now 17 onward, they are not giving such a kind of part. Don't worry, they do give, but it's very much clear. So don't worry about that. Yeah, this was an issue. I do understand. There should be clarity to everything. So we did request the examiner not to do it. Okay, I do agree with you. For example, building a wall. Why should students still waste their time? They're not like.
लेकिन ये आईसीटी से कैसे रिलेट करता है? वो बस सीधा फाइल का नाम बता देता हूँ, ज्यादा उनके लिए भी आसान होगा, हमारे लिए भी आसान होगा.
मैंने आपको कहा है ना कि now after that they did make it easier for you to understand. ठीक है? Right? Now at least if the examiner says that place the yellow car, so you can't say I don't know what yellow means. At least इस extent तो हम नहीं आ सकते ना. You get the point? Or if the examiner says place a square shape. You can't say, I don't know what a square is. Then the examiner will simply say, complete your junior school first. You get my point?
जी
Okay.
सर
So, itna relevant to सकता है. So we can't go to that extent to just irritate the examiner कि बच्चों को ये बना दें. वो कहेगा फिर come on यार, this is not fair. You need to. He will simply tell me you need to prepare your students with the basic knowledge of education. Okay. Anyway, G is the image of a beach. Yes. So in G, that is our G. So that's beach. Okay. Now no one can tell me, sir, I've never seen a beach before. So how do I know what it's a beach? Everyone knows what a beach is, for God's sake. Okay. I can write over here is the beach, right? Here we go. And then what we have is H is the image of Portuguese style house. No worries about this as well, because if you click here,
Alternate.
Portuguese style house. Let me see. There you go. There's only one
So
house.
alternate we have to write every time.
Yes, you have to. I'm writing over here. I don't know. It's P or
सर सारे कैपिटल में लिखना जरूरी है
any better. You can write in small as well. It was POR.
So simply we can copy paste from the text.
Oh, I'm typing something else. Yeah, we can copy. Done? Right. So, are we done with this? Anyone has a problem?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Listen,
No,
frankly
sir.
speaking, between us guys, ICT का practical online ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं जाता उल्टा.
नहीं सर, अभी तो
तो ज्यादा
पता
अच्छा
नहीं
है।
चल रहा ना किसी किसी के मसले का सर. कई लोग उन मसलों के साथ मेरे ख्याल में सर, अभी वो बोल नहीं रहे थे सर. अब क्लास में आएंगे तब बोलेंगे सर. सही सर, सही तब पता
तो तब
चलेगा.
सही होगा जब ये
मगर
Microsoft Teams से हट के
I
Zoom पर हुआ करेगा
हाँ
listen. Till now, whatever I have discussed, I don't think so. There should be even 1% ambiguity. अभी तक इसमें कोई मसला आना चाहिए. I think so. It was very basic, was it not?
देखिए प्रैक्टिस
सर
करके पता
आना तो
चलता
नहीं
है।
चाहिए, लेकिन सर क्लास हमारी है तो आएगा. मैं बता रहा हूँ.
Good. Thank you for roasting everyone. Okay, right. Let's come to point number 5.
कि कोई बोल नहीं रहा
Next.
तो कुछ गड़बड़ है दया.
Okay, fine. Anyone who has a problem, and I'm sure no one will, the recording will be there. Okay. Make sure appropriate text is displayed. We've done that. We have also done that. Alternate text. Yes or no?
यस सर
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I'm doing it really slow today. I'm doing it really slow so that there is no excuse. Point number 6. In cell E, enter the text this prime location. I wish I could copy it. So E, F, I, J, and set as H2. What I have to do is I just have to text write over here. Can I just write myself? You have to write the right thing, but I can't copy it. The plot, the wall making. You have to write that text. I repeat again. The beach and the weird house, right? You won't type that.
सर स्टाइल वगैरह अपने से चेंज कर सकते हैं और साइज के साथ के वैसे ही रखना है डिफॉल्ट.
No, आपने you read the question. Set the style as H2 उसने कहा है. Set the text to all of these to H2. Yes or no?
यस
Yes,
सर.
sir.
So I will select these two. I'll make sure this is yes. I will select these two, or you can do one by one. And what? H2.
H2
Any problem
Yes.
till here? Any problem?
नो प्रॉब्लम.
Very good.
No, sir.
Very good.
No, sir.
We done with this as well? Yes or no?
यस सर
Yes, sir.
In cell K, enter the text web design by how to design, page edited by your name. So, web design by इधर आके लिखना है हमने लास्ट में web design by hot house design by Rafe and all, right? And select this and make it H3. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, very good.
Yes, sir.
So we've done this point as well. I could have not gone slower. Center line the table and save the web page. Center line, listen to this. Click on the table border. The table border. Click on the table border. I repeat again. When you click on the table border, do you see alignment over here?
Yes, sir.
You make it center.
Center.
So your table is now, you can see it's in the center of the screen. Yes or no? Click on the border and you get
Yes,
center.
sir.
So we've done this as well. Make the text hothouse design a hyperlink to send an email to. I discussed this in the class with you with the subject.
Sir,
this.
mail to.
Very good. Who was that? Who was that?
Sir, Subhan.
Mail to
Subhan, very well done. Very good. Excellent.
Sir, I said that.
You remember. Mail to
I
my
बोला नहीं
सर मैंने
अच्छा, very good. Anyway, good all of you. Hot house. अच्छा, I'm not writing the exactly thing. My
सर ये मेल टू तो href में आता है ना शायद.
जी जी बेटा उधर ही आएगा, उधर ही आएगा. I'm just writing it over to just tell you.
तो सर हम वहां से जाके वो ईमेल का बटन नहीं दबा सकते हैं इंसर्ट से जाके.
बेटा I can directly type it over there. मैं सिर्फ यहाँ से टाइप कर रहा हूँ कि आपके लिए आसानी समझने के लिए. At the rate of.
सर आपने सेमीकोलन के अलावा कॉलन नहीं, आपने कॉलन के अलावा से आपने गलत कॉलन डाल दिया सर.
जी 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 आपने सही कहा. ठीक है. Hothouse design at the rate of cie.org.uk और सब्जेक्ट लिए आपको याद होगा we did this question mark subject is equals to
सर ये क्यूरी होती है.
make. Yes, very good. Query होती है. Absolutely correct. Make a website and put the exclamation mark. अब ये मैंने इसलिए यहाँ लिखा है so that I could show it to you. The only reason I've written over here. So ये हम कहाँ लिखेंगे?
क्वोटेशन मार्क.
ये वेबसाइट वाला क्यों डाल रहे हैं?
हाँ?
सर ये आप href के अंदर डालेंगे.
Subject. He says with the subject. Okay. Email is here. So where will you put this? Make the text. So where was the text? Where was the text?
जब वो नोटपैड एक बार दोबारा दिखा देना.
ये बेटा ये है.
ठीक है सर. सर इसमें इसने आपने अपनी तरफ से तो कोई वो नहीं ना डाली स्पेस.
नहीं बेटा मैंने कुछ नहीं डाली. एक सेंटेंस वाली बस डाली है. Nothing else.
ठीक है सर.
अच्छा ये लिंक हमने किससे करना है? Hothouse design. The text I wrote. We have to link it with this. So ये जो text है ना, we'll click on this and where do I type this? In the link. Yes or
सर
no?
क्यूरी में स्पेसेस तो नहीं आ सकते.
नहीं क्या मतलब spaces? बेटा subject है ये ना. देखो, I'll just show you. If I open up this and if I click on this, it takes me to my mail. I don't know if it will open up or not. Outlook पे कर देता हूँ चलो. I'll try to show you if it works. अब मैंने configure नहीं किया होगा अपने इस laptop पे right now. I can't skip. Can't I skip? अच्छा I can explain you that way. What would have let me try again.
सर वो उसने टू खुद ही फिल कर देना था और सब्जेक्ट भी खुद ही फिल कर देना था.
बिल्कुल you get the point. जिसको नहीं समझ आई मैं बता देता हूँ. होना ये था कि when my mail will open up उसमें the following mail 2 में you'll get the following automatically filled up और subject में automatically this will appear. You get my point?
Yes sir.
And why? Why have we developed this feature? Can someone tell me? On my website, why
सर ये
have
ease
I?
of access के लिए, यूजर के लिए.
Who was that? Who was that?
सर अब्दुल्ला.
Abdullah, so good. So I like the wording you used. Ease of access for the user. This is what you want for an A star. Excellent. You know, his wording was so good. Ease of access. Right? Because you want to develop a website which is according to professional standard. So you will design it in such a way it is easily accessible by the user. Now these are the words the examiner really appreciates and behaves like me. You get the point? Right? Okay, so that's why we did this part. Oh, you see 5 marks for this? Yeah, because you know why 5 marks for this? Because if someone does not know how
क्योंकि ये
to,
यूनिक है,
ये
वो मेल
यूनिक
2 की वजह से.
मेल टू की वजह से अगर इसको नहीं याद गलत लिख देता है तो ठीक ठाक वो आपसे आपके 2 मार्क 3 मार्क काट लेगा इसके, यहाँ गलती 2 मार्क काट लेगा and he will give you like 2 out of 5 just for this. So, right? So, but now we know this. If it appears again in any paper, we know it. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Right. Attach the style sheet, this to the web page. So all of you do know by now style sheets. Okay, you do know Windows style sheets. ये तो आपको पता है, आप सबको पता है. Everyone knows it now. Attach, browse, and this style sheet. Is it the same one? M16SS. यही है. ठीक है? Press OK. Press OK. You see magic. It appears accordingly. Okay? Right. Please don't do this. Type whatever is required. Let's see what else. So we've done this as well. Right? Okay, इसके बाद सिर्फ ये part रह गया. Let's finish it. The style sheet has been created but needs to be improved using the most efficient syntax. Make sure your style sheet contains no HTML. नहीं है. I'll just show you. Open examine the style sheet in a suitable package. So अगर हम open करते हैं file open this style sheet. This is the style sheet given by the examiner to us. ठीक है? And we have practiced this so many times. Add the following, मैं इसको zoom in कर लेता हूँ. Add the following style sheet. H1, H2 and H3 को we will define it as this. If it is not available, then this Trebot MS. If neither of these are available, the browser default sans serif font. So I'll see if this font is available. पहले देख लेते हैं. तो H1, H2 and H3. Okay. I don't have H3 over here. This means we have to define H3. पहले इसको कर लेते हैं edit. Let's see. CSS styles, you see this pencil, आप लोगों को पता है pencil पे click करो edit, and we need to, I have it, you see I have it? I have it over here. Do you see that, guys?
ये तो trebuchet MS है.
ये तो
Yeah.
MS है, ये तो
No.
MS है.
Wait.
वैसे
wait.
पूछा हुआ है.
It's fine. वो MS ही है. Then this, it's perfectly fine. He said that. But if you don't have it, how do you search for it? Okay, you go to edit font list and you can search from here. Okay, do I have is T, what was spelling? I have T-R-E, sorry, what am I typing? You see? Do you see that? No, I don't have it. That's perfectly fine. I just have this one. You get my point? Then I could have transferred, it will appear in my list. So I'll select from here is this and apply. Now you see what's happening? Arial, Helvetica, sans serif, and this is the requirement. Do you see? It's saying default sans serif. So this should appear or sans serif. So whatever is coming in the middle is perfectly fine. Those are the families. Okay?
सर मुझे कि ये यूजर के लिए कह रहा है कि अगर यूजर के पास दोनों फॉन्ट्स नहीं आ रहे तो फिर वो ब्राउजर खुद ही sans serif पे करेगा.
आप सही कह रहे हो कि अगर यूजर की कंप्यूटर पे डिवाइस पे if the font is not available, okay, if this font is not available, if this is not available, then it will pick up any of the sans serif font out of the family. तो मैंने वो कर दिया कि अगर to try to find out this, no to any Arial, no to any Helvetica because Arial is part of Helvetica. अगर Helvetica भी नहीं है तो कोई भी sans serif डिस्प्ले कर देगा, वो तो obviously होगा, ऐसा possible नहीं है ना हो. You get the point? Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
अब क्या करना है H3 H3 is supposed to be 24 points, so हम खुद define बस कर देंगे. I'll come here and I'll just define is tag H3 and I'll simply just assign it as 23 point, nothing else. कितने points, sorry? 24.
24.
24 PT. Okay. Or what else? Done with this? Or H1, H2, H3 should have the following thing. This means the following thing should also be appearing. Control C. I can easily save my time by simply just common sense की बात है. All I'll do is Control V, and I will do is Control V. Anyone who has a confusion with this part, what I did?
सर इन्होंने ये तो नहीं कहा कि ट्रेब्यूशेंस कर दे
उसने
H3
कहा है H1, H2, H3 उसने कहा है.
अच्छा सॉरी
ठीक हो गया?
मुझे लगा सिर्फ 1
नहीं, it's perfectly fine. Shaya, I'm solving the paper with you, na? It's your full right to ask me any question, my dear.
अच्छा
ठीक है? Add your name, send them a candidate number. हो गया as a comment. तो इसमें आके मैंने आपको बताया था ये आपको याद है. You can put the 2 / as well, and you can write your name, center number, and candidate number. And you will simply file and you will print the code. ठीक हो गया?
जी
So
Yes.
we've done this part as well. Take a screenshot of the content of the style sheet and place an evidence. तो हमारा पूरा पेपर आज हमने कर लिया है. क्या थे इसके marks? This was 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 plus 11, 24 plus 11 कितना हो गए? 35.
35.
ये 35 marks का था, which is quite a lot. 35 marks का हमने कर दिया. Yes or no?
जी
Yes, sir.
So are we done with this for today? You do it yourself. You know what the paper is. और आपने करके मुझे भेजना है all of you. Thursday को I am solving just the same way another one. तो इंशाल्लाह तब तक हम prepare हो चुके हैं. ठीक है?
Sir?
Yes बेटा.
पेपर कौन सा है?
बेटा ये आप मेरी स्क्रीन देख रहे हो? It's over here. Let me.
सर अटेंडेंस नहीं लिया आपने?